Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here's my overview for episode 9, the finale of Wandavision. And, what? Okay, right, I'm just gonna try and get my thoughts out about this thing, because, not gonna lie, I'm confused. Okay, so we start the episode exactly where we left off last week. Agatha holding Billy and Tommy by their necks. Wanda blasts her with a bit of magic, because now she's out of her lair, so she can use it again, and knocks the boys free. And immediately tells them to go to their room for safety, which they argue with for about a second, but then they say, we're off, bye. And then, boom, they're on. And then White Vision shows up. And we think for a split second that Vision's retained his memories. Nope, he immediately tries to kill her. Wanda, I mean. Yeah, immediately. Not even joking. And then fake Vision shows up and saves Wanda. And then battles the real Vision for a bit. Yeah, that's weird. So the real Vision's the bad guy. Ooh. So yeah, that happens, and then Agatha and Wanda have a bit of a battle again, until Agatha reveals something. Every time that Wanda hits Agatha with magic, she ends up stealing a bit from her. Yeah, Agatha is stealing Wanda's magic every time she's using it. So with every blast of Wanda's magic, Agatha's getting more powerful, Wanda's getting weaker. And then, some very weird stuff happens. Eventually, Vision's able to, convince the real Vision that he does have his old memories, he's just gotta unlock them. Vision does that for him and turns him to the side of good, but then he disappears. But I've skipped over a whole bit, and this is the first annoying bit of this episode. Monica and Peter. Or should I call him Ralph? Yeah. Peter Maximoff is not Peter Maximoff. He's named Ralph. He's from the MCU, not the X-Men universe, and he's not Quicksilver. So it's just very convenient that it's a guy who looks exactly like Quicksilver. Unless they're re-subverting expectations. They might have thrown that in as a red herring to throw us off. Maybe. Because, well, we know that a multiverse event's coming in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, so we know something's on its way. Perhaps maybe they threw that as a red herring? Red herring to, say, nah, not just yet, but really, yes, now, it is happening. So, be interesting to see what happens there, but, so as far as we know now, Peter Maximoff is just a guy named Ralph from the MCU. Which is a bit disappointing, but, hopefully that gets flipped by Doctor Strange time. Anyway, we got a few other things from this episode. Well, we know that Wanda officially now has the title of the Scarlet Witch, but by the end of the episode, we also see her in costume as the Scarlet Witch, which was amazingly done. Wow, it looks good. What else was there? Oh yeah, Wanda temporarily broke down Westview to let all the inhabitants escape once Agatha freed their minds. So she let them escape and then immediately pulled it back up when she realised Vision, Tommy and Billy were all fizzling away like Vision was when he escaped Westview temporarily. So that happened as well. And then, once Tyler Haywood got into Westview, Tommy got a Quicksilver scene. He got to do the whole bullet deflecty thing, like, moving the guys around while they can't move. That was amazing! Wait, no, that was Tommy. Yeah, so Tommy got that, not Billy. And Monica stepped in then, once she escaped from Ralph's house. Ralph. And as he's about to shoot the boys, she jumps in front, and the bullets go through her, but as they go through her, they slow down, so once they exit her back, they just drop. And then once Haywood has snapped back to reality, he tries shooting his gun again. It's empty. And then Jimmy gets the upper hand again, takes over the Sword base, now that Sword's abandoned it to go into Westview, and replaces it as an FBI base. So the FBI shows up within an hour, as he said at the beginning of the episode, and then he takes over that base. So thanks, Sword, for setting that up. By the end of the episode, Tyler Haywood's in prison. Everything seems to be going well. Wanda has cleared off to a mountain, as we saw in the first end credit scene. Oh no, the last end credit scene. Yes, there were two. And White Vision, aka the real Vision, also disappeared. But by the end of the episode, we do see Wanda take down the Westview anomaly. Westview is just as it was. So we see the goodbye to the boys. Billy and Tommy, they disappear. And then at the end of the episode, Wanda and the fake Vision say goodbye. Then Vision dies. Then the house goes back to its foundations. Then Wanda walks past the Westview residents. They don't remember a thing. And then she goes away to that mountain. And then the first end credit scene's a very interesting one because, well, Jimmy's got into Westview now, as it's free for everyone to go into, and then speaks to Monica for a minute, and then someone comes up to her and says, "You're wanted in the cinema." And she says, "Okay." And then she heads to the cinema, sees that there's no one there except the person who asked her to come in. The person who asked her to come in was a Skrull. Now, in case you need a slight refresher, the Skrull are the green shape-shifting aliens from Captain Marvel. And, of course, Captain Marvel being so linked to Monica, they know her. The Skrull know. They remember Monica from when she was only, 10. I think that's how old she was when Captain Marvel took place. So they say, yeah, we need to speak to you because, of course, she's now Photon, and she's got all these weird powers, and the Skrull need her for something. I don't know what, but yeah. And here comes the next annoying part about this episode. Remember all those cameos I was thinking were going to happen? Do you know how many did happen? A grand total of 0. No John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, no Michael Fassbender or Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto, and no Doctor Strange. Which begs the question, when Paul Bettany said, "I worked with somebody in the finale who I've always wanted to work with," who the hell was he talking about? But just before this video, I had a theory that just popped into my head. Remember a few minutes ago when I said that he had that fake Vision had a scene with real Vision? Both were Paul Bettany. Are you seeing where I'm going with this, guys? Are you seeing it? 'Cause I am. Oh yes, people. The guy who Paul Bettany has always wanted to work with was himself. What? Why did he have to do us like that? We were hyping this up for about a month and a half. No, 2.5 months. And then it turns out it was himself, all along. Well, at least we know now that it was probably him. So yeah, nothing... Well, there was a few groundbreaking things that happened in this episode. Wanda finally became the Scarlet Witch in every way possible. Vision is still in the world somewhere. We don't know where exactly yet. And I think we're gonna either see the conclusion of the whole events of the show in either Spider-Man: No Way Home or all the way in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. Because I know Wanda is confirmed to be in that. Well, Elizabeth Olsen, so Scarlet Witch will be in that film. So we might have to wait until Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness to find out what happened. And if Vision shows up, cool. So yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, and people of this channel and the internet as a whole, is the end of WandaVision. Been one hell of a ride. Oh, wait, one last thing. At the end of the episode, when Agatha's defeated, Wanda turns her back to Agnes. Oh yeah, so that's the last thing. So yeah, that is the end of WandaVision. What a ride it's been. This is one of the best things Marvel has ever put out. I really hope they can top it in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series in 2 weeks' time. Because if they can, who knows what they can do? Like, Loki, if Falcon and the Winter Soldier is better than this, and Loki's better than that, oh my god, we're in for one hell of a 2 shows. Like, this is Marvel TV's golden age. Because the Netflix shows didn't quite hit the spot, did they? So, here's hoping that these will be something to remember. And if WandaVision is anything to go by, my god, will they be something to remember. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my and Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link is down there in the description. My sub button is down there. Big red one. Once you've hit both of our sub buttons, don't forget to click both our bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not, and let me know what you thought of this finale. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those links are also down in the description, along with Roxanne's blog and Twitter, which is the down arrow next to the video title, which is just above the sub button. Yep, right there. And lastly, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.